Good morning students, my name is Ramzan Warunkar, Assistant Professor at Aryan College of Arts, Commerce and Science, Camp Pune. Today we will start a new topic, types of company, which is very much important from exam point of view, which will give you a 16 marks if you are annual pattern students. So let's directly start with our types of company. Here I have given a definition again, which was discussed in my previous video. We will not discuss here. I have just given for your information. We'll start with our classification of a company or types of company. So here there are 6 main heading, under which each heading having 3 subtypes of companies. First heading is that incorporation. So first types of companies are based on incorporation. Second that is number of members. Third one is that members liability. Fourth one is that controlling management. Fifth one based on nationality, and last one other types of companies. So these are the 6 headings of types of companies, under which each heading is having 3 subtypes of companies. So we'll see one by one. So come to the first, based on mode of incorporation, under which number one head is that Royal Chartered Companies. So Royal Chartered Companies are companies created by a royal charter or special power or special order granted by monarch or king or queen. So these kinds of companies used to found in king and queen era. During those period, the king or queen used to give a special right or special power to a particular company, and these companies are called as a Royal Chartered Companies. So here I have given example of East India Companies, BBC and Bank of England. So these types of companies are found in which country where the king and queen hierarchy are followed, like England. So in country like India, these kinds of company are not found. Next, statutory companies. Statutory companies are companies which are passed by special act passing in central or state legislature. So where the companies are formed with a special purpose to run a special businesses. So in these companies are given a special right in that state or central legislature, we call it as a Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha. In these legislature, companies are formed with special power to run a special business by giving a special right. So here I have given example of RBI, that is Reserve Bank of India, and Life Insurance Corporation. There are so many companies, you can search on Google. Next, that is a registered company or incorporated companies. The companies which are formed under Companies Act 2013 and registered to the ROC, that is Register of Company. All such kinds of companies are called as a registered company. Okay, so based on mode of corporation, there are 3 companies: Royal Chartered Companies, statutory companies, and registered or incorporated companies. Next, based on the number of members. Under this heading, first company is that public limited company. As you know that to form a public limited company, there are minimum 7 members is required, and there is no limit on maximum members. Okay, so that is public limited company. Next, private limited company. So to form a private limited company, there are minimum 2 members are required, and maximum 200 members you can have in a private company. Earlier it was the maximum limitation was 50, but in 2013, when to the 1956 Act was amended, the limits of maximum members in case of private companies extend. Now next is the one-person company. Always please keep in mind that this is not a sole proprietorship. It is a different company. One-person company means the company is having only one member, but still company and member are both different. That is one-person company. Okay. Next heading or next point, based on the members liability. So based on the liability of members, there are 3 types of company. Number 1, companies limited by shares. So sometimes shareholders of some companies might not pay the entire value at one time. They pay in an installment. So these companies, the liability of members is limited to the extent of unpaid amount. So for example, अगर किसी पर्सन ने हम एग्जांपल के लिए लेते हैं कि कोई पर्सन है ए नाम का, और उसने क्या किया कि किसी कंपनी में एक शेयर सब्सक्राइब किया जिसकी फेस वैल्यू है 10 रुपीज़, और उसने 7 रुपीज़ ऑलरेडी पे किए, तो उसकी जो लाइबिलिटी है वो उसकी लाइबिलिटी उस जो अनपेड अमाउंट है जो 3 रुपीज़ है उसी तक लिमिटेड रहेगी, उससे ज़्यादा उस कंपनी उसे डिमांड नहीं कर पाएगी, उसको कॉल नहीं कर पाएगी उससे ज़्यादा अमाउंट पे करने के लिए. दैट इज कॉल्ड एज अ लिमिटेड कंपनी इज लिमिटेड बाय शेयर्स. नेक्स्ट, कंपनी इज लिमिटेड बाय गारंटी. In such kinds of companies, the members of a company promise to company to pay certain amount at the time of liquidation or at the time of winding up of the company. So let's say कि कोई member है, उसने promise किया कि 1 lakh rupees he will pay at the time of liquidation of the company. So these kinds of promises are made by the members. These kinds of guarantees are given by the members, and such kinds of companies are called as the companies limited by guarantee. और उस मेंबर की गारंटी, उस मेंबर की जो लाइबिलिटी होगी तो उसकी लाइबिलिटी उसने जो गारंटी दी है उस तक ही लिमिटेड रहेगी. दैट इज कंपनी लिमिटेड बाय कंपनीज. इन दिस कंपनी the liability of the members are unlimited. So again, these kinds of company are rarely found in India. There are almost not these kinds of company. Now next, move to the next. Based on control and management, under which number one is government companies. So if government companies are those in which more than 50% of share capital is held by the government, that may be central or state government. So if in any company central or state government holds 50% or more than 50% shares, such companies are called as a government company. For example, Cell or BHEL. Next, holding and subsidiary companies. It means one company holds 50 or if one company holds 50 or more than 50% shares in another company. In this case, the company who holds the shares, that company is called as a holding company, and in which company that such shares are held, such company is called as a सब्सिडरी कंपनी. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, सपोज कि ए कंपनी है और बी कंपनी है. सो ए कंपनी होल्ड्स 50% और मोर देन 50% शेयर्स इन बी कंपनी. इन दिस केस ए कंपनी विल बी कॉल्ड एज अ होल्डिंग कंपनी while बी कंपनी इज कॉल्ड एज अ सब्सिडरी कंपनी. Now next, associate company. Associate companies are those in which other companies has a significant influence. This significant influence amounts to ownership of at least 20% of shares in associate company. इट मीन्स एसोसिएट कंपनी मतलब कि जिस कंपनी में किसी और कंपनी का सिग्निफिकेंट इन्फ्लुएंस होता है, उसके डिसीजन मेकिंग पे सिग्निफिकेंट इन्फ्लुएंस होता है. सो ऐसी कंपनी को क्या बोलते हैं? एसोसिएट कंपनी बोलते हैं. नेक्स्ट, बेस्ड ऑन नेशनलिटी, नंबर अंडर विच नंबर वन डोमेस्टिक कंपनी. सो डोमेस्टिक कंपनी मतलब जो कंपनी, द कंपनी विच इज रजिस्टर्ड अंडर द कंपनीज एक्ट 2013 and the company has a head office and running a business within the country. That company is called as a domestic company. Now next, foreign company. Foreign company is a company incorporated outside India and which is established and operating in India, right? And following all the rules and regulations of India. These kinds of companies are called as a foreign company. जो ऐसी कंपनी, फॉरेन कंपनी मतलब ऐसी कंपनी जो किसी और कंट्रीज में फॉर्म की गई है, रजिस्टर की गई है, वो कंपनी इंडिया में आके यहाँ के रूल्स और रेगुलेशंस फॉलो करके यहाँ पर बिजनेस करती है, यहाँ पर ऑफिसेस है. ऐसी कंपनीज को फॉरेन कंपनीज बोलते हैं. मैं यहाँ पर हम कई सारे एग्जांपल ले सकते हैं फॉरेन कंपनीज के, हमारे इंडिया में अपने को देखने के लिए मिल सकते हैं. और नेक्स्ट, मल्टीनेशनल कंपनी. मल्टीनेशनल कंपनी मीन्स द कंपनी who possess assets two or more than two companies, or running a business or having a existence in two or more than two countries. Such companies is called as the multinational companies. नाम से ही तुमको समझ में आ जाता है कि मल्टीनेशनल कंपनीज मतलब अलग अलग देशों में उसका एग्जिस्टेंस है, अलग अलग देशों में वो कंपनी बिजनेस रन करती है. सो दीज काइंड्स ऑफ कंपनीज आर इवन ह्यूज कंपनीज. दे आर हैविंग their budget more than a smaller country's annual budget. So these kinds of companies are called as a multinational company. Now next and last point, that other types of company. under which charitable company, that is called as a section 8 company. Always keep in mind the other name is section 8 company. So these kinds of companies are formed for a charitable purpose. जो कंपनी चैरिटेबल पर्पस से बनाई जाती है ऐसी कंपनीज को चैरिटेबल कंपनीज बोलते हैं, जिसका पर्पस such kinds of companies may have a may be registered for to promote art, culture, or for a religious purpose or sports, or to promote a trade or commerce maybe. So these kinds of companies are called as a charitable company. Now next, dormant company. Dormant company means the company who has formed for a future project. जो प्रोजेक्ट अभी तक स्टार्ट नहीं किया गया है, ऐसे प्रोजेक्ट के लिए अगर कोई कंपनी बनाते हैं उस कंपनी को डॉर्मेंट कंपनी बोलते हैं. इट मीन्स कंपनी हु हैज फाउंड फॉर अ फ्यूचर प्रोजेक्ट. नेक्स्ट, स्मॉल कंपनी. स्मॉल कंपनी इट मीन्स नाम से समझ में आ जाता है, स्मॉल कंपनी बेसिकली आर स्मॉल कंपनी दे हैव टू फुलफिल 2 क्राइटेरियाज. द नंबर 1, such company should not have a paid up capital more than 50 lakh rupees, and such company should not have a turnover more than 2 crore rupees. If any company who fulfill the 2 criteria are called as a small company. Okay, so here we have done with the types of companies. Okay, टाइम का लिमिट देख के मैंने शॉर्ट में वीडियो बनाया गया है. तुमको अगर कोई क्वेरी है तो तुम कमेंट्स में टाइप कर सकते हो, मुझसे कॉन्टैक्ट कर सकते हो. ऑलवेज कीप इन माइंड दैट दिस क्वेश्चन इज अ वेरी मच इंपॉर्टेंट फ्रॉम एग्जाम पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू. थैंक यू.